How are you tonight? I'm having a good birthday. We're doing good. We're gonna do some silly stuff in just a second. I'm gonna get Moose set up so that y'all can see his. I wish you all the luck, Kay. That's awesome. I'm glad you applied. I'm not on the team to decide who's on it, so I can't help you. But
Welcome to
Yuri, hi. Thanks for the resub. 2 months as well. 2 months as well.
There you go.
Sorry, I had to get it.
Right.
Okay, I don't think this is on. Give me just a second.
Do I need 3 electronic devices? This is going to be a catastrophe as it is.
I don't know.
I'm so excited.
Happy birthday. Thank you, Erie. I'm nervous, but I wanted to step out of my comfort zone. Look, when I applied for Horizon, when we were talking about it, the team members were the other day about how like nervous we were when we applied and like how like when we got the news that we made it and stuff. Like, and I made a joke. I was like, look, I went to apply, blacked out, and woke up to application submitted on the screen. So I can't even give you guys advice on how to fill out the application. I don't remember it. How many devices does one need to explain Dune? So
more than 3.
So the problem is, we have this, and
I could probably do it from the screen over there, but I can't see through your chair.
well, I'm gonna move the chair.
Okay, well, if you move the chair, I can see it from that.
Okay.
I don't have to worry about the
And then we've got to use the twiddler to change the slides.
I do not love the name of that.
Twiddler.
Sounds like a sex toy.
It's got a little thing that you twiddle.
Sounds
Twiddles.
like a sex toy.
All right. So do your best not to touch, not to move it over to this screen. Because if you start clicking around on the OBS screen, you might mess something up.
Well, I wish we had any amount of playing with this.
You have a chance. Up, out. Move. Move it.
Okay. Yum 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 yum. Twiddler, not a sex toy. So are you gonna start working on this now?
Yeah.
With there was no ceremony whatsoever.
Why would I not work on this now?
I don't know. Maybe you wanted to learn about ChairDogs.
No, I don't.
I am so annoyed already. But here we go. I agree with Moose. Yes, it will. Okay. That the Twiddler sounds like a sex toy, or it will take more than 3 devices. Twiddler, not a sex toy. Who says the toy? Twiddler, the Twizzler sex toy. Oof. I do not enjoy red licorice as it is. You cannot shoo the doggos out. It's for them. Okay, so if you would like to read along, Bolter, you are so cute, but I cannot. I do not have the hands. So if you would like to follow along, there's a link in the Discord. It's in Mess Hall if you would like to pull it up yourself. But it's also on the screen for your convenience.
Because Moose worked really, really hard on this up until the very last minute, like right before we went live.
I spent all of a day on it.
Yeah.
I didn't work really, really hard on it.
Yeah, just today, though.
Yeah, I spent just today.
Just today.
That's not entirely true. I've done a lot of... All right, so actually, I've done a fair amount of research for this, but in a vein that you probably hadn't... I did a lot of book reading. Oh sure, feel free. Okay, so let's cut to the chase. So what the fuck is a chair dog, y'all? I brought it up to Zombie once upon a time,
And I never forgot it.
and she never forgot it because chair
What
dogs
the fuck?
is the silliest shit.
It's
Let's-
alarming.
Let's get. It's not alarming. And didn't you graduate from the first screen from the mid-90s? And you didn't graduate from the first screen from the mid-90s? I'm not sure I followed what that means, Radical. I'm slow. Mean. That's okay. Alright, so what the fuck is a chair dog? Maybe if I click this button, that is the wrong button. But you said it would be left click.
It's one of the edges. You're gonna have to twiddle it over to the. You're gonna have to twiddle it over.
I'm so upset. There's.
Do you just want me to push the button when you're done?
Where's
with
the
live?
Twiddler button?
You're on the screen.
Okay.
Go right. No, you gotta go to the right.
That's the furthest left. All right.
But we're going to the right.
I love you so much. Okay.
All right. Go. Okay. Up a little bit.
All right.
Click out of that menu. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You need to click the other side.
So this is why is your the furthest left your right click? Why have you configured this?
I haven't.
You fucking monster.
This is how it works.
I want to vomit. I'm so annoyed at the furthest left actually being right click.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I need to have a word with the folks who put bulldogs and pugs in Dune. Someone didn't do their research.
So it's not that dogs don't exist in
Twiddle moose. Twiddle as if your life depends on
I'm
it.
twiddling hard. It's not that dogs can't exist in Dune. It's that ChairDogs aren't dogs, but we'll get to that. So, like, no, seriously, what the fuck is a ChairDog? So, dear, I'm afraid I won't be able to employ the puppet in this current configuration.
Okay.
But that's fine. We'll get to the puppet later. The puppet is not required for this course. So, simply put, a ChairDog is a chair. There's nothing exceptionally fancy about it. But what it is, it's a genetically engineered chair. From various different Frank Herbert universes. They aren't actually dogs. They may have some dog DNA in them, but they are absolutely 100% chairs. So, not buying it. What the fuck is a ChairDog, dude? So, yeah. That's pretty much it.
I need the puppet. Give us
I
the
need
puppet.
I
want the puppet.
shows.
There's
I
a
can't-
puppet.
There was going to be a puppet. So you're going to have to take some device here.
All right, I'll click the next on the thing.
Are you going to twiddle for me?
I'll twiddle for you.
See, all right.
Twiddler.
So there's
I will twiddle.
There's a twiddle.
Whoop.
I'm so upset.
What the dog doing?
Why are you upset?
Why did you make fun of my twiddle?
I don't know.
All right. So we had a lot planned, and it didn't work out because the green screen went to shit. But I asked the lovely Zombie to make me a sandworm hand puppet.
He asked me to use all my experience in sewing to make a puppet.
Free the puppet.
You've yeeted your last haw. Hi, Eden. How are you doing?
So I made a puppet. Or rather, I commissioned a puppet by asking nicely. And it may look like we skinned Kermit the Frog, but I'm very happy with the puppet. It's got googly eyes. I'm very pleased with it. Do you want to show the puppet up close, dear? Please do. Please do show the puppet. I can't cross this threshold because there's several thousand things in the way now.
Yes, I made a mess.
Earthworms and ChairDogs.
It's
Yes.
a puppet. It's a complicated
Give us puppets.
It's a complicated puppet, but it's a puppet. Puppet.
We finally got rid of that green bitch.
Google.
A skinned and bleached Kermit the Frog. Yes. Stuff him, mount him, throw him on your hand.
It's just I knew it was a joke.
What's
What's the ChairDog doing? I
what's
love
that
this.
ChairDog doing?
It's like a beige Kermit the Frog. Exactly.
Ma'am, I don't know how you thought my hands would be configured.
I taught you.
You did not.
I did. I remember I said the two
Yeah.
fingers.
Okay.
Go
Well.
up top, and
yeah.
then the thumb goes up the bottom. And you make it chit chat. You make it chit chat.
Two in the goo, one in the icy.
I can't get this out.
I'm so proud of you. Do you need assistance?
No, you're wearing a puppet.
I'm wearing a puppet.
You're wearing a puppet. I do
It's
not
a
need
puppet.
assistance.
Not buying it. What the fuck is a ChairDog? Okay, so yeah, there's not a whole lot to it. It's a furry massage chair. It detects where you're like...
Furry massage chair?
That's it. That's what it is. It's a genetically engineered furry massage chair.
That is alarming.
What you're gonna have to take a lot more leaps of faith than that if we're gonna get through this. Oh, this is such just chaos.
Yeah.
It automatically conforms to the shape of your body and relieves your tension, right? So anyone can really sit in it and enjoy it. It's not a Sibian. No. Oh dear.
I don't know that enjoy's the right word.
What?
Anybody can sit in it and enjoy it. If you enjoy a chair dog, you are messed up in the head.
So actually, we can talk about that later. And you smacked the shit out of your mic stand. Okay. Can you twiddle for me?
Yeah. Change the slide.
Yes. I love you so much, but I wish your daddy was a glassmate. Because I can't see for shit. All right. Yes. Yeah. Gosh, I do not have the hands for this. Yeah, I'm gonna need some context here. Fair enough. Let's start at the start. ChairDogs exist in novels and books written by Frank Herbert. Yeah. You know this one. That's the Dune guy. You've heard me ramble on about him a good bit. So they also exist in another one of his series, though, Consentiency.
Oh my god, it's got a voice.
Who's maybe. I don't know. I can't make the fucking hands do.
Sonia, hi Sonia. I'm flashing back to one of our raids. Voice is nightmare fuel.
Well, he is a skinned Kermit the Frog. What do you expect? I'm making fun of him, but I do love Shy. So the joke is that their name is Shy, because Shy Halud is the name of the sandworm. So it would just be Shy. I'm quite tickled with how Shy came out. I'm giving it a lot of shit, but
It's magnetic.
oh,
It's the new one. It's magnetic.
I like that a lot more than what I got.
I don't even
Cool.
use the old one.
The whole thing is nightmare fuel signal.
Oh my god, I love
it
it so much.
I need you to twiddle. Twiddle hard, dear. Alright. So, actually, I don't think I want to hear about ChairDogs anymore. Well, that's tough shit. Alright? Zombie made me draft this goddamn thing. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. So there you go. Alright? That's just how it is. Thumb and middle finger, ring finger connected in the finger. Oh dear. Radical, that's dark. Well, not dark, that's dark. The magnetic headrest is so much better. Oh my god. Twiddle. Twiddle hard. Twiddle fast. Twiddle slow.
I stopped using it.
Why did... Because it's junk. They sent you junk.
Because I gotta be able to put it down and it's got a hand strap. If you were just using it, it would have been fine. Really nice.
I love you.
You know what we're gonna have more of? Those weird ass, like, Allen wrench turny things.
We have so many.
We have so many of those things, because every time they send us a new armrest.
Moose and puppet solo stream win. When I acquire a puppet that will actually fit my... This does not.
That's how you make Kermit.
That's how you make a Kermit. All right, so let's talk about the physiology of a chair.
5
Right.
minutes.
So what is it?
Could you
What the fuck
not
does
be
it look like?
yourself?
I'm
For
sorry.
5
One moment.
minutes.
Fine. So, what the fuck do these things look like?
Furry chairs. That's it. They look like furry fucking chairs.
No. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's all the books elaborate on. I'm sorry. They're just
why?
furry fucking chairs.
Why would you do that? Why would you do
Uh-uh.
that?
I don't know why they did that.
What?
I don't know. They played the sound. Why would you do that? I don't know. I have no idea what Frank Herbert was thinking, but it was probably drugs.
Okay, so if we're gonna talk about what Frank Herbert was thinking, we can really go there, but you don't want to start this because
No, I don't.
This train don't stop.
I'm talking to chat, not to you.
Okay, good. this train don't stop.
Okay. So, what do they eat?
So per the novella Whipping Star, they say vat food. I don't really know what that means, but they do elaborate in saying an endless serial chain of protein. That's on page 136 if you want to go digging for it. So that's fine. They eat these proteins. So how do they eat? I got no fucking clue. I got nothing. I don't know if they eat through the legs of the chair. I got nothing. No idea. I know that they consume. They are a biological entity that exists to vibrate tension and concerns away from the sitter in the chair.
That is alarming. At best.
Begins chanting the litany against fear.
Whoa, that water's cold.
Oh my god!
It's not a portable toilet. Do not shit on the chair dog.
Oh, shit on the dog.
Don't shit on the dog.
Oh, look, it's the armrests that crack after one use.
Exists to vibrate.
I'm glad those are still here.
Uneasy feelings. So I believe Whipping Star calls it they live in ecstasy. So that implies that they have at least some sort of simple brain. I don't know what it would be, but they live to serve and are very happy to do so.
Alarming.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes, Brian, he is.
Don't shit on dogs, y'all. Oh no.
We're also talking about Dune ChairDogs, and they are fucking terrifying.
So actually, right now we're only talking about Whipping Star ChairDogs, from the Consentiency series.
Why'd you make this so complicated?
I didn't make nothing fucking complicated, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Next slide, fucking please, dear.
Do they, excrement?
I'm sorry.
Excrete?
Do they? You know what? Fine. Excrete, excrement, same thing. Do they shit? Hey, do these chair dogs shit? And I would think that they would have to. The text is not super forthcoming. But I think that they would have to shit. If they consume, they have to expel waste products somehow. I don't know how that is performed. Do chair dogs reproduce? Do chair dogs fuck?
Oh, jeez.
What?
You need to look at this image.
Oh no.
Radicals posting how you need to make the puppet talk.
I cannot. You have the monitor turned 15 degrees
I know, because I can see it.
from visible.
Sorry.
It's not in the visible spectrum. I love you so much. You're so pretty. I do love the googly eyes. Googly eyes make me very happy.
Yeah, that sounds good, Cheeps. That sounds good.
Do they shit? I am scared. Does the chair poop? You know, that's a good question. But I would assume that they would have to. Do not shit on the chair dogs, though.
Please don't shit on the chair dogs.
The dogs may shit. Don't shit on the chair dog. Do they reproduce? I don't think so. They say that they're a product of genetic shaping, gene surgery, and selection. So I assume that they are grown in a lab. And fun fact. In the Consentiency series, they're also not just chair dogs, but there are chair beds, there are chair rugs, there are perhaps that's the wrong thing. Dog beds, dog rugs. It's more of a soft, fuzzy thing that's designed to soothe tension rather than it's a type of thing. That meant nothing. That was a nothing sentence.
If my chair dog shits on me, can I shit on the chair dog? Oh.
Just
Mimics,
why?
there is no why. I don't know. Who knows? Hi, Nika.
So we can talk a little bit about that on the next slide.
Do you need the next slide?
I always need the next slide. Consentiency versus Dune ChairDogs. So I keep talking about the Consentiency books as opposed to the actual Dune books. And the short and long of it is that the Dune series is actually pretty light on the ground as far as ChairDog facts go. Truthfully, they're not mentioned in Dune, in the original Dune series, until book fucking 5.
But I thought book 3 was where it all goes downhill.
You know? I say you don't have to read past book 3.
Yeah.
Book 3 is a really good stop and spot. Book 4 I enjoyed, but book 4 is a very different kind of book.
Whoa, that water's cold.
It's told from one perspective, and it's told from the antagonist, question mark?
So what you're saying is it's a super, like, gay love romance in space? Is that what it is?
No, it's super hetero.
Oh, that's boring.
Super hetero.
I don't like it. I don't like it. How do we know that sitting on the chair dog doesn't cause it to reproduce? That's alarming.
Does the chair dog like lullabies when you put it to sleep every night? These are things I'm afraid I just do not know. Yeah, Mia has a point. What was Mia's point? It does lead to the question.
Who cleans up the chair dogs, so that they afterwards, so you're not just sitting on a furry living chair that smells like shit.
I would assume it would excrete out the chair legs, if that makes sense. So it may be, presumably they can move to a place to excrete. I don't know. So the chair dogs have been known to move, to pad closer to a person for them to sit in them. So that's something to keep in mind. So it's not. Don't think of a purely stationary chair when you think of a chair dog. They can move about the place.
So great, so smush chair dog shit all over the palace.
Yeah, there you go.
Sonia said it's a good spot to stop and forget that the rest was written.
So I'm gonna
like a Roomba over poop.
I'm gonna tell you, I love the first Dune book. It's one of the best science fiction books ever written. The second one's really strong. The third one's really strong. The fourth one is highly divisive, and you can stop after number 3, frankly. It's really good stopping spot. Book 5 it's a book that you can read with your eyeballs. I don't know that I can recommend. I enjoyed it, but anyway, we are meandering in towards Dune talk, and I swore I would keep that to a minimum.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
Mia has a point. What was Mia's point? Ball, a chair dog, a litter box? Yes, a chair dog litter box. Chair all over the palace. I want a 1980s himbo and a crop. Where did the himbo come from?
Mimics. Why did you ask?
That's fair. I just don't know how we got to himbo.
She's choking on her drink. She's laughing so hard.
It has legs, so it moves to you. Yes, like a Roomba over poop. Hopefully not. Same. Himbo with a crop top jersey. Know what the fuck we're talking about. Where did the himbo come from? In case I missed anyone, everyone, I will shout out your names from the heavens. Racing Strain. Oh my god, I'm dying. Can you read without your eyeballs? You can listen to audiobooks. That's predominantly how I read these days. And I say read with massive air quotes. But I can't because I have a fucking puppet. Braille? What?
That's your air quotes.
Air quotes with my puppet who's... Yeah, if you could read Braille. She's choking on her drink. She's laughing so hard. I'm glad.
I mean, I'm not glad she's
choking. What is a Dune? Oh, fuck!
I think they're trolling you.
They probably are, but they also could be a youngin'. Alright, so...
Wait, no, you're about to Dune-splain at me, aren't you?
And yeah, you goddamn better believe it. But only a little. Because I was told that I had to keep it to a minimum, otherwise there would be consequences. So where ChairDogs come from in the Consentiency series is vague, but it's like the galaxy is pretty well connected in that, and instantaneous travel is possible. And they've been genetically engineered and are very prevalent. So it's very common in that. Now we're about to bridge the gap and go over to the Dune side of things. Can you
Yeah,
next
hold on.
slide for me?
So, Chi, Dune is a science fiction series that you do not have to read.
It's a science fiction series written in the 60s by Frank Herbert. Dune is it's pretty good science fiction. From a straight white guy perspective, it's self-insert. I'm perfectly aware, but it's pretty good. A dune is a mound of sand formed by wind. Mia.
That's the better answer.
Zombie is taking the time to make the chair right. Explain Dune as long as she makes it. So there is. Let's. Akechi, I will catch you after this because if I don't keep going, we'll never get through. Can you twiddle for me?
I can twiddle.
All right, Mercy, please. Shut up. It's just one more slide. So, where they come from in Dune is even vaguer, right? They show up in book 5, and it's never explained where they fucking come from. But it's implied that the Bene Talaxlu are behind them. And if you really want to get into the Bene Talaxlu, or the Bene Talax, I apologize. More than stating they're like the go-to gurus for genetic engineering in the Dune universe, we're inviting sorrow and madness. So I'm not going to do that to you guys. They're not relevant in the first Dune book, and I'm trying to keep that to a minimum. But they're finally mentioned in book 5, the original book, Dune book series, of which there are only 6 books. In the last
3.
Huh?
3.
There are 6 original books, but you can stop after 3. And that's my stance. So to your point, they think. I say they think. Now I'm rambling. Miles Tegg, one of the characters from the 5th book, despises the very concept of ChairDogs. He's a very old-fashioned thinker and thinks that it's very barbaric to sit or degrade any other type of life form. And so there's a camp of thought that is very much, yeah, this is fucked. So that's good, right? That's a decent thing. In book 5, it's actually the Bene Gesserit who are using them. It's literally kind of implied that it's a actual factual creature comfort creature, if that makes sense. It's mayhaps showing that the Bene Gesserit have grown a little too
Whoa, that water's cold.
Oh, hydrate. Thank you, Mimic.
complacent in there without being politically challenged in the universe current place. But who knows? That could totally change. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Dance, monkeys, dance.
All right, let me catch up on chat. Dune is a science. Thought there was a TV show about it. It's technically correct. Ads on Twitch suck. Blah 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 blah. The best kind of correct. That's a Futurama reference, and I love you. The Bene Twi'leks are definitely a thing. Yes, Sack. They're a thing. I think they're interesting, but arguably they lead us down some of the dumbest plot lines in Dune. Dr. Frankenstein with the God Complex. Don't waste those silica packets. Drop them in your local water supply. Saccharin. Boop. Okay, so I'm caught up.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea where they come from in the Dune universe. I suspect that they come from the Bene Talaxlu, but I don't know for certain. Twiddle me this, dear.
Get up, stand up.
You have a stretch.
I have
Everybody stretch.
I have a stretch.
I forgot about the fucking hand puppet. It's got googly eyes.
Yes.
Big old googly eyes.
I do love the googly eyes, but legitimately my hand does not fit this.
It's even funnier that way.
What you like this derpy ass?
Yeah, it's funny as fuck. It's fucking funny.
So can you just hand me the mouse now? I'm just gonna take this whole fucking mouse.
Okay.
And the reason
Accidentally click on anything.
the reason for that. Oh fuck. There's mouse. Okay. The reason I will no longer really be doing there's no reason to read. I'm just going to show you what some folks think that ChairDogs might look like. In canon to the Dune universe or the Consentiency by Frank Herbert. I can't. I have no. Take the mouse. You're gonna have to do a lot of fucking clicking. Why did you do this to me?
Why did I do what?
Why did you do this to me?
I didn't do anything.
All right, first one. So this is like the not canonical. This is what I see when anyone first mentions ChairDog. If you go look up ChairDogs on the Dune wiki, this is what you see. So this is done by Rosette03 on DeviantArt. So there you go. So this is, imagine if you will, a Chewbacca chair. Excellent. Yes, Chibi, it is a Chewbacca chair. It's like they skinned a Bigfoot and covered a chair with the skin. Chairbacca. That's good. All right. So this is what you might expect to see as the de facto impression of a ChairDog. Next slide, please.
1 second.
You make me hurt.
Why don't you knew I was putting together a chair for dogs?
Well, hand me a fucking twiddler.
There you go.
Next slide, please. All right. So this is another Reddit user. What their take, or the first Reddit user in this list, on what their take of a ChairDog might look like. So they have a very long dog, which is just a chair, and so that's horrifying. Now that's nightmare fuel. I liked it. I thought it was very plausible as far as like how it could move around and be friends. It's a love seat. It's a Rhodesian Ridgeback. That's pretty literal. This is a very literal interpretation of a ChairDog. All right. I quite like this one. It makes me happy. I think it's the scariest thing I've ever seen.
I told you that.
Mimics. The love seat. Oh. Next slide, please. You're gonna have to just put the chair building on hold.
No.
This is another very literal interpretation, which is just a very long-backed chair dog, and this is from I believe it's Weasel.
I'm back, baby.
.com.
Omega! Happy
Welcome
birthday!
in.
Don't mind me. Also,
What
happy
fairy
birthday.
made this? And take it to a chiropractor. Its back is arched. I want to give that pupper a treat. This is worse. Oh,
Oh, it gets
goodness.
worse.
Oh yeah.
It gets so
We're
much
going
worse.
down. You motherfuckers wanted ChairDogs. I'm gonna give you ChairDogs. ChairDog makes me think of Barf from Spaceballs. Just imagine sitting on his lap. It gets worse. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna get worse. Can you
It is time for
Click
a
it.
harvest.
next?
You motherfuckers want to cheer on.
So this is I liked this one a lot because it's pretty simple, but also her eyes are deep blue like that of the Fremen, so someone had a sense of humor. I don't get why there's so much greenery around if she's supposed to be a Fremen, but I do think it's fun. Also, I'm glad I didn't.
She immigrated.
She immigrated.
And she took a chair dog with her. She was like, fuck this sand
Okay,
shit.
we're gonna have to talk. Okay, we're gonna fight. I
Why?
don't mean we're gonna fight, but we're gonna fight one
Why
day.
are we gonna fight?
You're gonna say something about Dune that's gonna cause me to have an aneurysm.
I'm not wrong.
Do they come in breeds, or is it just one breed of ChairDog? They're vat grown, or they're genetically. Let me rephrase that. They're genetically engineered, so I have no idea. There's also like bed dogs, rug dogs. There's all kinds of different dogs. I think it's more of a I don't want to say brand, but like, you know how like Xerox is the de facto copier? Like, even if it's not a Xerox, it's a Xerox.
Hi, Owen.
That's what I'm talking about. Hello, Owen. Hypoallergenic dog? Yeah, sure. PowerPoint, yes. But Moose's commentary only works in the moment. Like how Band-Aid is... Yeah, exactly, Dubfish. Can't decide...
Maestro, hi.
TBD. So, next slide, please. This one, I feel, is probably the closest to what you would actually get. And this may fuck with some folks. Some folks despise this. But I feel like this is probably most in keeping with clicking off. Oh no. Sorry, Radical. This is most in keeping with...
Donnie. Hi, Donnie.
Probably how I figure it would look. Mini holes phobia. Yep. I will one-way ticket to Nopeville. I forget what that phobia is, but yeah, let's let's get it off the screen so we stop wigging folks out.
There you go.
Okay. I can't see shit.
That didn't work.
I'm so proud of you.
It's the really weird one.
I liked this one. I thought this one was really cool. So this is one that I saw. I love this one. Signal? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is just fuzzy. It's just a fuzzy little friend. I would sit in this fuzzy little friend. Easier to look at. Not a chair dog. Yeah, it's a chair dog. I don't see why it wouldn't be a chair dog. This is not a dog. So, you missed it, but like chair dogs aren't dogs. I know that sounds misleading, but they're not dogs. Okay. This is a roadkill chair dog. It's a chair bear. Speaking of chair bears, we'll get there. Can you please put the next?
Click it.
Yes. All right. So this is kind of us being done with like legitimate interpret. Okay. Legitimate interpret. Okay. Legitimate.
I unmuted myself on accident. Okay, go ahead.
I was forbidden from going off the rails from ChairDogs. So Timothy Chalamet can become a topic of conversation, but only after approval from corporate.
Approval from corporate?
Your corporate.
We're not talking about Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet?
Chalamet. Can you click? So let's talk about some things that are similar but legally distinct. So I came up with the thought of lounge sheep. So this is actually a painting from Salvador Dali, just called Sheep, of a woman lounging on some furniture sheep, and this is from 1942.
Does that predate?
That's bad.
Does that predate?
Yes.
Dune?
Yes.
All right. Well, we know where it came from.
I really don't think it did. But I just like this one. I stumbled across it and was like, oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's cool. Oh, please tell me you were going to show some big-ass farm animals. I'm showing some sheep right now, Radical. Some big motherfucking sheep. Turned into furniture.
Yes.
Cat beds called catnap. I can't. I'll catch you up on Timothy Chalamet. Next slide, please.
My butt pillow don't match no more.
Moose's search history is a little bit fucked. I might have bought 2 books today to see how many references of ChairDogs appear in the 5th book of the Dune. It's 18 times. ChairDogs appear in the literature 18 times for the 5th Dune book, and 24 times in the much shorter 200-page novella Whipping Star. Anyway, so this is the grizzly bear chair.
The grizzly bear chair.
And this was presented. I can't remember which president it was presented to. But I think it was in 18.
Johnson.
Yeah, was it Johnson?
Yeah, 1865. It says
1865. I cannot see through your chair here. I love you so much, but I'm going to need you to back up. Okay. You can also click.
I didn't mean to. There you go.
You keep bumping stuff. Oh my gosh. I can't. This is the bear chair. We had a conversation about this earlier, and we realized that it's got six paws, so it was at least 2 bears that went into this chairs. Unless we're talking about some super mutant chairs. Bear bears. Bear chair. Super mutant bears. Words are hard. Next slide, please.
This is worse. I want to warn everybody before we go to this next slide.
Oh, I love this one. I show up and the entire presentation falls apart. I stumbled across this one in both surreal memes and strangest products. This is not real, but I got a kick out of it. This is Tyson's flesh chair, now with belly button. So this is, in fact, just fucking nightmare fuel. Lab-grown flesh with skin. So there you go. It's pretty comfortable.
It looks like a butthole. Flesh chair brought to you by Fleshlight. You know, that's what I thought, but I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
I liked it now with belly button. That's what made it get into this presentation.
Now with belly button.
The
thing is, if it had a belly button,
chair will begin decaying after 2 weeks.
It had a, what's it called? The umbilical cord?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was attached to something.
Do not use in the shower. Oh, goodness. All right, so these are all not ChairDogs, but similar, in the same vein. Next slide, please. And remember, you asked for this. Ottoman Dog. Sultan from Beauty and the Beast. Not quite a chair, but pretty close. It's for your feet, not your butt, but I feel like it has to account for something.
He did really like to hold up people's feet.
Yeah, he was super about it, and he lived to serve, just like ChairDogs. What's the old saying that any science fiction sufficiently advanced is indistinguishable from magic? So magic, sci-fi nonsense, same thing. He was also into it. Recounting all those objects returning to people after the spell were broken in Beauty and the Beast. Yep. All right. I think we're good here. I think we're spending enough time on Sultan. Yeah.
Oh, you want me to change the slide?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going for a bit of a leap.
You're stretching here.
I'm stretching here. I'm cognizant I'm stretching. But this kid did ride Falcor. And Falcor, while a luck dragon, does look an awful lot like a dog. I'm just going to say it. How dare you? I will not with this movie. Oh goodness. I'm now
destroying my childhood is what people are saying.
You motherfuckers wanted this.
He's a chair chase lounge.
So, Falcor, I believe, at least gets honorable mention, but unfortunately is not a chair dog because he's not a dog, nor is he truthfully a chair. He's ridden more like I would say a horse. So it's not the same thing.
They want me to take your mic away.
Why? Return Moose.
They want me to mute you.
Why mute? What? No.
You like
not
Dune,
mute.
but not Never Ending Story. What is this shit?
I love Never Ending Story. You can love both. There's room in my heart for both. All right, next, please.
Next, please.
Next,
There's
please.
more.
Oh, there's 40 fucking slides, y'all.
What are we on? Oh my god, why are we only on 20? Why? I'm about to super click through these.
You will not. You're not a man, you're a chicken boo. So this
Oops, sorry.
is even a further stretch than Falcor. This is a cat bus. It gets mentioned because people sit in it, but clearly not a chair dog. But I feel that I also just like the giant cat bus so much I had to include it.
6.
What's 6 saying? Oh no! I do not love that part. We can't stop here. This is chair dog country. Cat bus from Persona? It's what inspired the cat bus in Persona. Yeah. So it comes from My Neighbor Totoro. But yeah. But yeah, we can move on. I had to. All right. So now we're just gonna get to the fucking memes portion of this discussion. There's not a whole lot to say about these, but I may have to provide some context. This is just chair dog memes because it's the stupidest fucking shit. Even when I talk about chair dogs, I am cognizant that it is a leap.
Loud.
It's who I am.
I know.
You
It's who I
asked
am.
me to do this.
I did.
So this is just the fucking meme portion, guys.
I come back from cooking Italian and I am so confused.
Oh yeah.
Just like the entirety of Ghibli's creations. Fair. Do you want me to click?
Yes, please.
Okay, I will click.
So this is just a Blender meme about just extending the dog out for 2 meters. So then now it's a fucking chair dog. I recently been getting into Blender, so this cracked me up. This is a joke entirely meant for me and no one else in the history of mankind. I don't know who came up with this, but I love them and I want to be their friend.
Nobody understands this joke.
But
'cause,
nobody
like,
will understand this
no.
joke but me.
Because Blender.
Because Blender. This is a Blender joke. Next slide, please. Here we go. This is the mini hold thing, so I get it if you want to run away. But I tried to provide as much context as I could. Oh, cool. I'm glad Omega got it. Looking away while typing. So, to talk about some things here. So this is a Doge. You might be familiar with the Shiba Inu Doge.
I think everybody knows Doge.
I believe everyone in the universe knows who Doge is.
I'm clicking next.
Oh no, you may not.
I'm going to because it's freaking people out.
Okay, well that's fine. So this is just the blue button meme, and this is just somebody thought this is what dogs should be in the year 10,190.
Chairs. Boom.
Next slide, please.
Okay.
We're gonna burn through these pretty quick.
No.
Nope.
No.
Back.
No. 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 Not allowed.
Yep.
Not allowed.
Back.
Why? Why? You evil shit.
You must go back.
No.
Ma'am.
I refuse.
Ma'am.
I absolutely refuse.
Ma'am.
He knew what he was doing. No cake for Moose. No cake
Go
for
back. We must show. Not everyone saw.
Is the Futurama dog in this?
What? No, it's actually not.
I would leave you.
All right.
Emotional,
He can
damn it.
smell the cake.
So here's some context for this. This is the Full Metal Alchemist meme of the Sewing Life Alchemist, and I won't go into details, but if you know, you know. Some additional context for this is just pure fucking sadness. Edward.
Stop it. Fucking stop.
So yeah, now we can be done with this. I feel like this had the emotional impact that it needed. Moose is just a meanie. So this is from Flight of the Navigator. Someone just made a chair dog of the Navigator. Edward. There we go. Somebody's got it.
We all got it.
I'm glad. As your viewership drops by 20 folks, I'm sure. Yeah, it's one of my good ones too. I love Flight of the Navigator, but I just thought it was funny. Next slide, please. So this is actually a Tom Waits album. It's the Rain Dogs album, and it's someone who's just photoshopped the man with a dog.
It's a pug, yes.
He's a pug. That's the appropriate response, Chibi. So the Honored Matras are a group inside of they're the Natural Evolution, not natural. They're a sect that branches off from the Bene Gesserit. You don't have to know what any of those words mean.
Nope. Sexy space witches.
They are, in fact, the sexy space witches. Next slide, please. So this is just a fucking Twitter meme. Here's Paul Atreides, seen here, sitting with a chair while another chair sits on him. David Lynch is such a kook. Sure is a kook. It cracked me up because they had dogs in the original Dune, and there are also chair dogs. It's a joke meant only for me.
It says context Dune, film 1984/Dune meme.
Yep. Just a Dune meme. I got nothing else for you here. This one cracks me up. Can you read it off for them, dear?
The best-selling science fiction adventure of all time, ChairDog. What is a ChairDog? Where is that from? Context Dune 1975, Berkeley Science Fiction Publishing, Heretics of Dune.
There you go. That's the context. It just what is that from? Next slide, please.
Oh my god.
Chair Tiger King. Speaks for itself.
I didn't need to remember that existed.
I enjoyed the Tiger King.
It gets sadder the more you watch it.
It does. It gets a lot fucking darker in the second season.
Killed her husband, whacked him.
Guess what, motherfuckers?
Oh, jeez. Are you done with this?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. We've just folded space from Eccleston. Mini chair dogs on Ninth. New chair dogs better than those on Tenant.
So this is a reference to, of course, K9, the 9th and 10th Doctor. But it's also a reference to the Spacing Guild from the 1984 film. This is something that they say that they came from Ix. It's a joke. Many-layered joke across a lot of different sci-fi.
So there was a Twitter rumor that they found her husband alive, but if you click into all of it, they say, no, we actually haven't. Because she killed him.
I'm glad a lot of folks enjoyed Kate. That made me happy.
I looked into it. I was like, no fucking way.
Next slide, please.
What?
So this is actually more of a Whipping Star reference. It's just a Scooby-Doo child's chair. But
Scooby-Doo child.
this is the quote from the ChairDog wiki. When you actually look up ChairDogs, this is what it comes from. It's not even a Dune quote about ChairDogs because there's so little in Dune about ChairDogs. They just show up and it's fucking confusing.
I had one of these. They turn into couches.
They
really?
do. They turn into beds. Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. They just like the
Fold out.
The chair
Yeah.
folds out and you can lay
That's
down.
cool.
On it. Yeah. It was for a generation younger than us.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, definitely.
It was neat.
Do any of y'all remember, for like people that are our age, those like really slim, like really thin, like vinyl tents that they would sell to kids that came with little pipes that you put them together, and like they had different themes. Like they had like Mario, or I had one that was James and the Giant Peach. Like those shitty tents that you would like, I get like put up inside because God forbid you put them outside. I never understood those. This is a better version of Scooby-Doo than the current HBO series. Anything's a better version.
Shots fired.
Better version. Do you remember the tents that attached to your bed? Yes.
I must have been broke as fuck.
I remember the blow-up furniture. Yeah, that was fun.
Next slide, please.
All right.
We're burning through pretty quickly. This is just chairs
Ew.
made out of dogs. Sand trout sound disgusting without the appropriate context. It's only a little disgusting because sand trout are Shai-Hulud, giant sandworm offspring.
It says bad day, and the other one says I can't get the taste of sand trout out of my mouth.
That's it. There's not a whole lot of strong chair dog memes. This one cracked me up because it's once again only a joke for the Dune fans. But this is
a Rubik's cube that Rubik's worm.
Yes, it's a Rubik's worm. The one in real life is actually a Rubik's snake. But they turned it into many different things here. One of them is a chair dog. One of them is a las gun. One of them is a glow. These are all different things from Dune. It cracks me up.
Emotional damage.
We don't have to stay here very much.
Hi, Lucas. Thanks for the follow.
I didn't say these were strong memes. I just said that they existed.
This is alarming.
Chair bears.
Care Bears, prepare to stare into that place we do not dare. Come and sit on us. Hi, Lord Kyries. What do you call a line of men waiting to get haircuts? A barbecue.
Come here, bud. Get in the chair.
I want to eat that puppet.
Come here. Up.
I wish to eat the
Now
puppet.
this is the true chair dog.
Chair dog.
Chair dog. This
We have
is
a chair dog.
This is a chair dog. A good boy. All right, I think we're done.
Are we done?
Next slide, please. We're coming up near the end.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. This is even a further stretch, but I enjoyed it. This is a reference to Snoop Dogg's album, The Dog Father, from 1996. Many of the folks in chat are probably too young to catch that.
Radical caught it.
There we are. Hey! Next slide, please. This is...
Imagine a dog that you can sit on. It also massages you. Fuck yeah, chair dogs. Dude, is everything okay at home?
And this is just a meme in the style of our classical
Yeah.
art memes. It's dumb, but it made me smile.
Dude, is everything okay at home?
Dude, is everything okay at home?
What I wish I could ask Herbert.
I think he actually had a fairly normal home life.
No, he didn't. He came up with chair dogs. Who hurt you?
Who hurt
The question we should all be asking Moose right now.
Next one. I think we're very near the
This
end.
is
if this
39
isn't
out
it.
of 40.
This is just...
No, this is 40 out of 40.
This is,
Fluffy dog.
this is just a fluffy dog. It made me smile.
Fluffy dog.
Just a fluffy dog.
Blink if you
just
need
a
help.
chair.
I can send you some help. Oh, jeez.
He's just a cute pupper. He made me smile.
Oh, jeez.
And so that was the top tier. I actually crowdsourced these memes, and there's not a lot of memes out there for chair dogs, which I feel is a missed opportunity. But this is it, guys. This was chair dogs in its entirety, and y'all asked for this. I didn't want to do this. This was forced upon me. I can provide context, but I am forbidden from really getting into the weeds here. Oh no!
Thank you, Moose,
For what?
for doing your...
Oh yeah, no, I had fun. I had fun doing it. It was a fun afternoon.
Who asked for this? Y'all that donated during Extra Life.
Yeah, you voted with your wallets. You fucking
It was an incentive, and they hit it when we raised for Extra Life.
All right, so Akechi, I'm gonna give you the super short Cliff's notes. Dune is a science fiction series, originally written in the
run to the
60s. The first book is kind of quintessential science fiction. It's very, like, if you want to start into science fiction, it's a very good book. Very good book. You can probably stop there. The first 3 are enjoyable reads. You can also stop there. In fact, I recommend that you do. The 4th one, I found enjoyable. I quite liked. You really do not have to proceed. I implore you. In fact, go find another better science fiction book after the 4th book. But it's very good. Very solid. Yes, my wallet. Honestly, besides your bland-ass backgrounds on your PowerPoint, I'm glad. To be fair, if an incentive evolves, we tend to zero in on it. Didn't his son... So, yeah, his son wrote a bunch of follow-up books. The first 6 books are written by Frank Herbert. And his son... I forget who the guy co-authored with. I want to say it's Brian Sanderson. I don't think that's right. In fact, I'm also pretty sure it's not. But his son took his notes, and then they really ran with it. And it's not generally considered bad. I haven't read any of any of his stuff. So, am I watching the Dunes in order? When do I make the time? The OG 80s version and the newest one? Honestly, the David Lynch one from the 80s is a good time, but you can just watch the new. The new one's really good. Like, it's really good. And that's all I'll say. Opinion on the movie? I quite like the new one. OG version. What's the next presentation gonna be? I normally don't do presentations. This is not something oh, that's a lie. I spend my life in PowerPoint, but someone doesn't have fucking PowerPoint on the computer, so I did the best I could on short notice. Although it's been like months of notice. Oh, I didn't know they didn't have PowerPoint. That's neither here. How you live your life?
I'm not in school. I don't need
Kevin
PowerPoint.
Anderson. That's it. We generally don't get presentations. We just get stories. Yeah, I do have lots of fun stories. But anyway, the books is be good. Taking this from me.
Oh, I thought you were closing it.
And
I need it for games later.
take it. Take it from me. Take it from me. Oh, dead hands.
Apparently using the word dog in a tweet gets bots. Oh no.
Oh no.
That's weird.
Let me pull up Twitch chat again so I can chat with you folks. We can round this down. So I know that folks may or may not have a lot of questions about ChairDogs. Is there anything that I can possibly answer for you regarding ChairDogs?